Shuklambaradharam Vishnu Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyaye Sarva Vignopashanta Sada Shiva Samarambha Shankaracharya Madhyama Asmadacharya Paryanta Vande Guru Parampara. The original talk was missing. This talk is re-recorded after 12 years. Take the verse 52 in some book and 50 in other books. Dhanyosi kritakrityosi. Dhanyosi kritakrityosi. Pavitam te kulam tvaya yada vidya bandha muktya brahmi bhavitum ichhasi. The disciple has asked the Guru about the Brahma Jnana. Even before he could start the teaching or the Shishya gaining the knowledge, the Guru praises the very question, because this question can come from the person who has got staunch vairagya, who has analyzed the life in its right perspective. And the Brahma Jnana is so great, therefore even that desire to gain this knowledge needs to be applauded. We have seen this verse in this context. Two verses from Sutta Samhita were cited. First of them, Kulam Pavitram, we have already seen. The second, let us see now. Snatam tena samasta tirtha salile sarvapi dattavani yajnanam cha sahasramishtam akhila devascha sampujita samsaracha samudrita swapitara trailokya pujyaha api asau yasya brahma vicharane kshanamapi stairyam mana prapnuyat. This person, who is this person? Yasya manaha, use mind, Brahma vicharane, in the inquiry into the nature of Brahma, Atma, kshanamapi, even kshanamapi, even for a while, stairyam aprapnuya, gets steadied, means gets engrossed in the inquiry about the nature of Atma, or this, in the sense, even for a while, he is able to have Brahmanubhava, Atmanubhava. It may be momentary, even then it is so great, it is as good as he has accomplished all these karmas, etc. Brahma vicharane kshanamapi. Literally, it means mind getting engrossed in the inquiry into the nature of Brahma. By Upalakshana, you can take knowledge also for a while, even if it is engrossed in the Brahma Jnana, just for a while also. So, what all it is as good as accomplished? Tena, by that person, samasta tirtha salile snatam. By him, all tirtha salile, all the holy rivers and holy waters, as good as he has taken a bath in that, means all tirtha sthana, punya, he is able to get it thereby. So if you take punya, that means Brahma Jnana is not there, but only Brahma inquiry. Because as far as Brahma Jnana is there, he goes past the Papa Punya. So again, Sarva Avani Api Dakta. As good as he has given entire earth in charity, means he is an emperor of entire earth and he has given in charity, he surpasses all that punya. Yajnanam sahasram ishtam. As good as he has performed thousands of sacrifices, yajnas. Akhilascha devaha cha sampujitaha. Akhilaha devata. All deities, it is as good as he has worshipped. Swapitaraha samsaracha samudritaha. And he has uplifted all his ancestors from samsara. And asau, this person, Trailokya Pujaha api. He is worthy in entire cosmos. Three lokas means entire creation. He is a worthy of adoration in entire creation. Who is this person? Yasya Now the Guru enthuses all people to take to Atma Vichara, Brahma Vichara, because it is indispensable for everyone, even though they may not have realized its importance. But one thing, this pursuit has to be taken to by the individual himself. This cannot be taken to by proxies. For example, there are certain karmas, yajna yagas, even upasanas, which are done by proxy in the sense the ritviks perform those yagas, etc. The yajamana pays the fees in terms of what is called as dakshina, as told by the Vedas. And thereby, actually, the yajamana is purchasing the result of those yajna yagas. That is possible in the case of karmas and upasanas. But as far as Atmajnana is concerned, it is not possible. The person who wants to get freed from samsara alone has to put forth the effort. This is highlighted by citing many illustrations. Runamochana kartaraha pitu santi sutadaya bandha mochana kartatu swasmadanyo na kaschana. Pituhu Runamochana kartaraha sutadayaha santi tu bandha mochana karta swasmad anyaha kaschana na. Suppose a person has incurred debt and before repaying he died. Nowadays they say, good riddance, I am free from that. No. The debt, if not paid, it comes, that means it is a liability in future birth also. So therefore the debt has to be repaid, but he is no more. Even in such cases, son, grandchildren, or near and dear relatives can come to the rescue of the person. Even he need not die also. Suppose he is alive, but he is not able to repay. In such cases, the children, etc., can repay and absolve this person from the debt. So, pituhu for the father, runa mochana kartara, those who free him from the debt that he has incurred. Sutadayaha santi, son, grandchildren, etc., relatives, etc., are there. But, in contrast, bandha mochana karta, the person who liberates the bound jiva, swasmad anyaha kaschadana, other than oneself, no one can be there. Means one has to put forth the effort to get freed from bondage of samsara by oneself. This cannot be done by proxy. It's not possible. Because, why it is so, the question comes, because here problem is personal. Me, whatever I have mistaken as samsari, as again the truth that I am Satchidananda, Paramananda, Atma, Brahma. So, by someone else knowing this is not going to help. For example, you and your friend were going somewhere. Your friend mistook a rope for a snake and he is frightened. You know, you have seen that it is not a snake but a rope. You are not frightened. But that is not going to help your friend. He himself has to see, oh, it is only a rope and not a snake. Then only his problem of fright gets eliminated. Similarly, if in spite of being Atma, Brahma, Paramananda Swarupa, free from samsara, if I mistake myself to be samsari, it is me who has to discover that I am free from that. Anyone else knowing or experiencing is not going to help. This is highlighted by giving certain illustrations. मस्तकन्यस्तभारादेः दुःखमन्नैर्निवार्यते विकृतदुःखं तु विना स्वेन न केनचित् मस्तकन्यस्तभारादेः दुःखम् अन्यैः निवार्यते तु क्षुधादिकृतदुःखं स्वेन विना केनचित् न वार्यते. Mastaka Nesta. Nesta means place. Where Mastaka, what Bharadi, the luggage or weight, etc., kept on the head, that dukkham, that exertion, that suffer, no, not the exhaustion or the weight on the head, which gives trouble. That dukkha, sorrow, anyaihi nivaryate. Others can help you. Either they can help you to offload it or they can take on their head so that you get relieved of that suffering. Say, again, another example. Yes. But here, as far as the Atmajnana is concerned, others cannot help you. How? To contrast. Kshudadi krita dukkham, sorrow on account of kshut, hunger, adi for thirst, say, dukkham, svena vina, other than oneself, kenachit navaryate, it cannot be eliminated by anyone. The person who is hungry has to eat. The person who is thirsty has to drink the water. Then only the pangs of hunger and thirst can be ended. Similarly, the person who suffers the samsara only has to gain the Atma Jnana, for which he alone has to take to inquiry into the nature of Atma Brahma. Another example, Tyamaushada Sevacha Kriyate Yena Rogina Arogya Siddhir Drishtasya Nanyadushtita Karmana. Yena Rogina Aushada Seva Pathyam Cha Kriyate. Pathyam Cha Kriyate. Yena Rogina Aushada Seva Pratyam Cha Kriyate. Asya Arogya Siddhi Drishta. Asya Arogya Siddhi Drishta. Anyanushtita Karmana Na Drishta. Anyanushtita Karmana Na Drishta. There is a patient. Yena Rogina, by which patient, one who is sick person, Aushada Seva, taking the medicines regularly, properly, along with that, Pathyam Cha Kriyate, Patya is restricted diet. Restricted diet is observed. Means a patient, a sick person, himself or herself has to take to medicine and observe the dietary restriction. Asya, by such a patient, Arogya Siddhi Drishta. He is able to gain the health. He regains the health. Na Anyanushtita Karmana. Not by medicines taken by someone else or diet restriction observed by someone else, the disease is not going to get cured. If it were so, nowadays all would have done by proxy. Husband would have told the wife, you do it, or wife would have told the husband, depending on who dominates. So told you take it. Or like that, or rich people would have to hire the poor people. How much you want? You want 10 lakhs, come on, but take this. Chemotherapy and all. So, like that, it is not possible. The person who is suffering from the disease alone has to take the therapy and observe the diet restriction. So also, the samsari, the individual jiva who is suffering the samsara alone has to inquire and gain Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. Continuing. Vastu Swarupam Sputabodha Chakshusha Svenaiva Vedyam Natu Panditena Chandra Swarupam Nija Chakshushaiva Jnatavya Mannairavagamyate Kim. Say, Vastu Anvaya Vastu Swarupam Svena eva Vedyam. Tu Panditena Navedyam. Chandra Swarupam Nija Chakshusha eva Jnatavyam Annaihi Avagamyate Kim. Annaihi Avagate. Vastu Swarupam. Here Vastu stands for Atma Brahma. The nature, the real nature of Atma Brahma. Why real nature? Because even now we experience Atma Brahma. Whatever we experience as I, as samsari is who? Atma Brahma only. But it is sopadhika, along with the upadhi. Of course, all this cannot be taken now because teaching is yet to start. But you have heard elsewhere, so I am reminding that. So Vastu Swarupam. So Svena eva vedya. Svena eva. By the person only who wants to gain the knowledge. How? Sputa bodha chakshusha. Vedyam should be known. What is the means? Sputa bodha chakshu. Sputa, clear, free from doubts and vagueness. Again, directly as a paroksha, I in reality. Bodha chakshu. The jnana is is described figuratively as this word I, by the eye of wisdom, Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. Vedyam should be known. To Panditena, not by a scholar. Scholar or a jnani, knowing is not going to help you at all. For this an illustration is given. See, there's a beautiful full moon night. The beauty has to be seen by the person and enjoyed. Someone else is not going to help. For example, the solar eclipse. Even though it is on the TV, so you have to see it. Other seeing is not going to help you at all. So like that. So it's Chandra Swarupam, the nature of say full moon or even a crescent, beautiful crescent. Nija chakshusha eva. Nija means swa. By one's eyes only, jnatavyam should be known. Anyai avagamyate kim. By others, if seen, are you going to know it? It is not possible. So they may describe it was so beautiful, etc. But you don't have the first-hand sight of the full moon. So that means it cannot be known through proxy or through others. By proxy or through others, it cannot be known. Now, one may say, well, we have to gain the Atma Jnana. Tell me what I have to do. Because our mind is always do something and get something. Sadhana, sadhya. By sadhanas, we accomplish. So what should be done? So that is that. You say, or it is like this. No, not that way. This bondage, since when it started, anadi kala. So, and it flourishes because of karmas, karma phalas, samsara, in terms of punarjanma, transmigration. It originates from where? Avidya, and gives rise to desires. Desires means karma, karma phala. This non-stop cycle continues. Say, even if one waits for crores of kalpas, without one's effort, no one can get rid of it. Avidya kama karmadi pasha bandhum vimochitum kashaknuyad vinatmanam kalpa koti shatairapi atmanam vina kalpa koti shataihi api avidya kama karmadi pasha bandham vimochitum kaha shaknuyat. Kaha shaknuyat? Who is capable? Kaku prayoga. No one is capable of doing this. What? to free oneself without the knowledge, without one's own effort. Atmanam vina, other than oneself, other than one's own efforts, kalpa koti shataihi api, even after hundreds of crores of kalpas, not years or days, hundreds of crores of kalpas, eons, kalpa koti shataihi api, to free oneself from this bondage. From where this bondage has come? Avidya, ignorance of one's real nature, Atma. Kama, because ignorance is there, I entertain desire to get this and that so that I will be happy. To fulfill desires, I take to karma, adi, upasanas and all those things, all Vaidika, Laukika, all karma. Adi for papa punya, adi for papa punya. Pasha bandham vimochitam. To get freed from this pasha, this fetter, this ties of bondage. There, Atmanam vina, other than oneself, even after hundreds of crores of kalpas, kaha shaknuyat, who will be able to take to, who will be able to get it? No one will be able to get freed from the bondage unless one puts forth the effort. So, by this illustration, it is impressed or highlighted, emphasized that prayatna, efforts to get freed from samsara by gaining atma-dhyana, brahma-dhyana, has to be taken by the individual seeker, mumukshu only. Now one may say, we may get freed from karma, upasana, etc. It is not possible. Problem of samsara is on account of ignorance. It has to be solved by knowledge only. No other means can help. So therefore, the means of moksha is atma-dhyana, brahma-dhyana. Na yogena na sankhena karmana no na vidyaya brahmatmaikatva bodhi moksha siddhyati nanyata. Advaya moksha yogena na siddhyati. Sankhena na siddhyati. Karmana na siddhyati. Vidyaya, vidya upasana, saguna upasana. Vidyaya na siddhyati. Brahmatmaikya bodhena, brahmatmaikatva bodhena siddhyati. To be added. Anyatha na siddhyati. The verse tells us by what all means this, that is, moksha cannot be gained. And what is that indispensable means by which moksha can be gained? We will see in the next class.
Om Swasti
Prajabhya paripalayantam
Nyayena bhagena mahimahishah Go brahmanastu subhamastu nityam Loka samastha sukhino bhavantu Kale varshatu parjanyaha Prithvi sasya shalini Deshoyam shobharahitaha Brahmana santu nirbhayaha Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्माम् अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ
Time.